Law and order, a big part of any government, a big part of any general election campaign. And you may have heard David Cameron use the phrase mending our broken society. I just want to explain why we've used that phrase of mending our broken society, because there are several things wrong, and I think that sums up what's wrong. But it's not simply enough just to say it's in one area, it's a whole host of things, and that's why we've been calling it under that banner headline. It's about school discipline, it's about having very tough sentences for anybody caught convicted carrying a knife on the street. Knife crime has become horrific in this country. The number of children, killing children in this country cannot go unchecked any longer. If you're caught carrying a knife and you're convicted of that in the street, you're going to prison for 5 years. Simple as that. It's got to the stage where we have to crack it with a sledgehammer because it's completely out of control. Completely out of control. But families. Its families have been shown with all of the research which has been done through Ian Duncan Smith's Centre for Social Justice. All of the work which has been done has pointed out that strong family backgrounds helps reduce the antisocial behaviour, etc. Now, what's happened in the last 10 years is that anybody who is in a married family has been penalised, and penalised harshly. The people are now better off living apart, and indeed there is evidence to suggest that this is going on in quite a large number of areas where they've got children but they actually live apart, and they're actually a couple but they live in separate things, and the children get pushed pillar to post because that's worth more money to them. We're saying that's wrong. Nobody should be penalised to be married. Everybody should have at least the same level to move forward with. And we've got to get away from targets and systems. Because targets and systems, which tick boxes and sound very good in the press, have actually let us down badly. The Baby Peter case, if you remember, the very first thing that Sharon Shoesmith, who was the Director of Children's Services, said, all our systems and procedures were met. Well, that's very nice, but a child died, and died in horrific circumstances. Circumstances which we hope can be stopped, but just filling in more targets and forms is not the way forward. The resources need to go into the front line with the social services employees who are actually on that front line. They're the ones who are seeing what's going on, they're the ones who need to have the resources sent to them. Not a bureaucratic background ticking boxes, and that's very important.